Hello, travelers. Happy time zones. I am at the location that I spent the night at. And, excuse me, I basically had this whole beach to myself. And it was so peaceful. The night before last, where I last did a video, it was very beautiful, but I was kind of like at a little roadside station, and so a lot of like traffic noise throughout the night, especially because I was parked like literally right at the side of the road. So this was a lot more peaceful. And last night they played like a little tune. And I think they made a announcement of like, like it's evening time, it's time to go to sleep or whatever. I'm not actually sure what they said, but it was very cute. And then this morning I woke up to a lovely little song. So they played like a little tune. And then they made a little announcement as well. I heard Ohayo gozaimasu, which means good morning. So I imagine it was just a little like morning announcement. Again, very, very cute, but it was very wholesome to wake up to. I was at a very lovely location yesterday. I did a little bit of a hike through a gorge and just had a very enlightening experience there, just appreciating nature and its beauty and where we fit in the grand scheme of things, and how we all should really just be enjoying life and doing the things that we again enjoy and make us happy, instead of just constantly being angry and arguing and fighting about things that don't matter in the grand scheme of things, So I had a very, very peaceful time there, and I kind of didn't want to leave, but it's not someplace I obviously could have overnighted at, but it was very lovely. And it gave me a very magical feeling, again, kind of like a feeling that I've been wanting to have since coming to Japan, and that I haven't really found. I kind of found it yesterday, and I'm very grateful for that experience, Hopefully I'll have some more, but if anything, yesterday was a very lovely, lovely day. The weather's been amazing too. It's been sunny, although it's a bit deceiving because it's also windy, which brings about a little bit of a chill, but I prefer it over the rain I've been having to drive through. So, yeah. And today I'll be driving to Hiroshima, and we'll probably try to find a place to overnight there. If not, I'll continue on to Fukuoka, which is my actual destination. But if I actually made that trip, I think it would take me 6 or 7 hours. So I'm trying to break it up a little bit by doing Hiroshima in between. Yesterday at the little roadside station that I stayed at, it was they had a very like odd mechanism, and if anyone can look it up and tell me anything about it, but like, so these little like roadside stations will often have, like little bathrooms or a little kind of like market type thing that has its little, maybe some local goods, vegetables, whatever it is, products essentially. But when I was going to the bathroom, or going into the bathroom that day, there was this like, and I don't know what it was. It sounded like a screech from like an eagle or a crow or a hawk or something of that nature. But they basically, like, anytime you would enter or exit the bathroom, there's like this bird noise. And I'm just like, what the? It took me a second to register that they actually were playing that noise, almost like a, sensor, a motion detector or what have you. And so like I came back out of the bathroom and like it made that sound again. And there was another lady that was like walking out and also like kind of like looking around like, what the heck is this? And we both looked at each other and I was like, in Japanese, I was like, that's really creepy, isn't it? And she just like laughed and she's like, isn't it though? And we both just had like a good little chuckle. So I have no idea. Again, if anyone knows anything about it, please leave it down in the comments because that was the most odd thing. And none of the other roadside stations like have had anything like that, so I'm really curious to know what the heck that was. But anyways, this is fun. I'm trying to remember like little funny stories along my road trip. Oh, yesterday there's different like gas station companies here than obviously America. I think the only one that I've run into that I've recognized is Shell. But here they have Cosmo, I think is one, and then there's another JASS is another one. There's another one as well that I can't remember, but like the biggest one that I've been like seeing around and that I've been enjoying, just because like the staff are always like super nice, is Eneos. I think if I'm pronouncing it correctly, it's ENEOS, I believe. So I've been kind of like trying to stop at those because, like I said, the staff that I've run into at any of those stations have always just been like super like courteous, and they're trying their best to like understand me and like walk me through things if I need to do something differently or what have you. But it was a really sweet, I don't know if it was like a couple yesterday that I've at the station that I filled up at, but the lady and the guy like both greeted me, and they kind of like show you like, okay, here, park your vehicle here and what have you. And then it wasn't self-service, so they basically they walk up to you and you give them your card and you tell them, if you want them to fill up the tank or if there's a specific amount that you want them to fill up. And then also like what type of gas. So usually it's regular for just your typical vehicle. But so did that, and then at the end of it, the lady came over and she's like, "Oh, hey, like I need you to sign because I'm using a credit card, so I need to do my signature and what have you for the payment." And again, I don't know the Japanese language, but I inferred enough that she asked me like, "Hey, where are you going?" And I basically, I told her where I was going to like go do a hike and stuff like that. And she was like, "Oh, it sounded like she was like, oh, that's so nice." And, just really sweet, like, just like take care of yourself. And she's so sweet. Like it started off my experience in that area in a very like just wholesome way. And yeah, yeah. Sucks that I can't like speak the language, but I'm still able to have these little like one-off experiences with people of just, like really cute conversations. I think that's going to be it for this video. Hope y'all have a lovely day, and we'll see you again soon.